Hey, how you doing? It's me, Phys Ed, and
Intalecrek.
that's what's up. And here we are again, Urban Hedgers. We got a lot of interesting topics we're going to talk about today. We'll probably just flow right into it. First of all, I want to talk about where we're at with the beautiful driving park library. Not to be confused with the Livingston Library, which is on Barnett. This is the driving park library.
So, new library.
Yes,
nice,
new library. It's
nice.
very nice. We're in one of their lovely meeting rooms right now. And that's what's up. So let's just roll right into the business of the day, if you will. Wanted to get some information from this man, Urban Hedgers here. We're talking about hedging against inflation. Want to talk about how you really get into coin collecting or silver collecting, however you want to do it. If you want to do it because you're getting into coins, or if you want to do it just because you're trying to save money and have other avenues of collecting wealth, this is something for you. Number one, how do you buy silver over the internet? I know that's something that you've gotten into, and you try to give me some direction on that. Break that down for us.
Well, basically, when you're buying on the internet, there's a lot of different places you can buy from.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that I started out doing when I first, did my research, like I said, I researched for a few months, and then I decided to make a move and then make a purchase.
Mm-hmm.
The first place I purchased from was a place online called AFMEX. They're out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Great place. The first thing I bought was 2 American Silver Eagles. But man, the charges for...
How much were they?
I cannot remember. I think at that time when I started buying, I think silver may have been about $21 to $22 an ounce.
Oh, okay.
And I think I paid about a $250 over spot for the American Eagles, but the shipping was crazy.
Really?
Yes.
Why was that? Was it just because of this specific place, or was it the way you did it, or
the specific place and the shipping? I think at that time, and some of our viewers may know, I think it was about $12.95.
Yeah, that's a lot. Nah, because I'm ordering stuff over the internet too, and I don't think I paid no $12 for shipping.
Yeah,
why was that? So was it this place where was that their thing or whatever, where they kind of maybe getting a kickback from the shipping or something?
I don't know. I wouldn't say that. I just think
would you not buy from them again?
Well, we're going to get into that. We're going to talk about some things that have changed since I've started hedging and stacking.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So there's some things that have changed since then.
Mm-hmm.
So we're definitely going to talk about that. But back to your original question is where you buy online. There's a lot of different dealers you can buy from online.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of a preference who you prefer to buy from and what you're buying as well. So, like I said, the first place I ever purchased from was a place called AFMEX.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like AFMEX. Fast, good shipping, reliable shipping. I've never had a problem with AFMEX.
Mm-hmm.
I've even had to return things to them and there was no problem.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a few different places, and at the end what we'll end up basically doing is putting the numbers up so you'll have the numbers to call. The sites are very simple. You can go to Google, Bing, and put in a search and they'll pop up.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll make sure at the end we give you the name of the places at least, and maybe a number. The names just for the fact that you put the names in correctly to make sure you're getting the right place.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of places. AFMEX is one of the bigger places. It was established, I think, in 1999.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice place to buy from. I've never had any problems with them, so I do like AFMEX.
Okay.
So we will put that up, and so you can see the spelling of the name and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Another place that I buy from often is a place called Provident Metals.
Mm-hmm.
Provident Metals is out of Dallas, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Good place to buy from. From my experience with Provident Metals, they tend to have some of the cheaper prices.
Mm-hmm.
And their shipping is not too bad. But
always
at
want
the
to
end,
save some money if you can.
yeah. And at the end, we'll touch base on some of the things. But they tend to have more sensible shipping to me.
Mm-hmm.
Another place is called JM Bullion.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're out of Dallas, Texas as well.
Oh, okay.
Good place to buy. They're an online store. And we'll get into some of the interesting facts about when you buy from them online, because they have some requirements. So we'll get into that.
Okay.
Also, another place is Gainesville Coins out of Gainesville, Florida.
Okay.
Good place to buy. Their shipping was kind of high at one point in time, but they kind of lowered it. It used to be as high as AFMEX shipping used to be, a few years back, but they've actually lowered their prices, and that was kind of one of my issues that I had with Gainesville, Gainesville is a good place to me because they'll have some interesting coins from time to time. Not just bullion coins, but they'll have collectible coins. And, if you're a person that just want to see different silver and gold coins from different nation states, I always thought they had a nice selection of those things. Gainesville coins. Another one that's right in the Midwest is Silvertown. They're out of Winchester, I think, Indiana.
Oh, okay. Silvertown. So do they only mess with silver, or do they got all types of precious metals?
Yeah, they sell gold too. So it's Silvertown with an E on the end. But a good place. They're nice people. I've bought from them quite a bit, and I really like them. Another place, which I'm sure a lot of people probably thought about, as well as eBay. But before that, there's another place that I buy from too, called Bullion Exchanges from, they're out of New York City. Good place to buy from. Okay. Shipping's not too bad, and we'll touch on that too. But you'll find also as you buy that some of these stores that I mentioned also have eBay sites. And we're going to get into those too, about when you buy on eBay from these sites as opposed to buying directly from their site. There can be some differences at times. Okay. Modern Coin Mart, I really like Modern Coin Mart, but to me, Modern Coin Mart is more to me for like a collector. They have lots of graded coins, They do have some coins that
and graded coins, that's going to cost more, right?
Yeah, they're going to have a much bigger premium. Like I said, the third-party graders. So, like I said, since we're trying to teach people how to hedge, we won't really touch on graded coins as much, but we will periodically. But Modern Coin Mart is a great place to buy graded coins. And they do have what you call raw coins that are not encapsulated. We would normally refer to them as raw coins. So they do have raw coins. And they have some really cool features that we'll get into when we start talking about shipping. When we start touching base on shipping at all these different places.
Okay. Well, that is interesting. You know what? Off rip, I want to say, why buy silver over the internet? Why would I do that? Why wouldn't I just go to Allen's Coins and buy some silver?
Well, Allen's Coins right here in Ohio, right here in Westerville, is a great place to buy coins from. One of the biggest differences online, to me, there's more variety of what you can buy. Also, no taxes. That's the key right there.
Okay, yeah.
You're not taxed when you buy on the internet from stores that are not in your state
area. Yeah. Okay.
So I buy from Allen's Coins. Great place to buy from. Love the hospitality there. But sometimes I don't like to pay taxes on what I'm buying as far as my precious metals.
Well, we're doing all this to hopefully save money and build capital, so we don't want to go spending it to build it. So,
and that's why we're going to talk about, here later, some of the shipping and ways to save money on your shipping.
Now, are there other places in the city that you buy coins from besides Allen's Coins? Is there anywhere else that you
There are other places here in Columbus that you can buy coins from. I know you said, what was the place you went to?
It was someplace. It was in Grove City. I can't remember the name of the place. Like I told you, it was almost like a house. This guy, was probably a coin collector himself. And I mean, he had the glass. I mean, it was professional. He had like the glass and the coins. He had some bullion. But it looked like a house, like this guy's house. He had a little baby parking lot. I mean, maybe a parking lot for 7-8 cars. And I can't remember the name of this place, but it was real small. Like I said, I think this guy's a collector because it was real intimate.
Something you just looked up?
I looked on the internet. It was one of the closest places to me. I'd already been to Allen's Coins, so I wanted to check them out and just went and seen it. It was real nice.
Yeah, and that's another thing. You can always, if you're trying to figure out whether or not you actually have any coin stores within your community or in your area, you can always normally Google, put in precious metals, precious metal purchasing, buying precious metals, and put your city and state in, and 9 times out of 10 you're going to find something that pop up that give you an idea or something that's close to you.
Yeah. Now, not to hate on anybody or to diss anybody, but is there anybody you won't buy coins from on the internet or otherwise? You just wouldn't do it. Well, don't trust them. Don't like it.
Well, the interesting thing, I buy graded coins online. I actually buy coins from I buy a lot of coins on eBay from other sellers. But you have to be careful with that.
What could happen? What negatively could happen if you buy a coin?
Well, there's a lot of things. You may not get the coin that you thought you were purchasing. Or though eBay do offer some guarantees that you should get what what they're advertising.
Okay.
But you also got to be careful. Let's say if you're buying a certain coin and they have a picture up, you want to make sure that it's not a stock photo.
Yeah.
So let's say, it's a certain Morgan dollar and it has a nice toning to it and they're advertising as Morgan dollar. What you want to do, make sure that it's that single Morgan dollar.
Okay.
That is the one. Because what you'll get sometimes, you may buy something and it may be what you call a stock photo.
Yeah.
So you may get a tone coin, but it may not look like anything. That beautiful rainbow tone that you saw, it may not have that type of toning to it. So you got to be careful.
Bait and switch.
Yeah, you got to be careful with the pictures, and also you have to be very careful who you buy from when the coins are not graded. And even with graded coins, you got to be careful because there's a lot of counterfeit.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I watch Pawn Stars all the time, and that's what he said. Coins are counterfeited all the time. He said, especially some of the ones that are really revered and are really expensive.
Morgan dollars.
Going to be, plenty of people counterfeiting that because there's money in it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what the heck? That leads me to my next thing, pawn shops. Do you buy silver there? Should you sell silver that you have there to make some money? What do you think about that?
I've asked a few pawn dealers about silver in this town. They don't seem to be too interested in this town for some reason.
That blows me up because old man on Pawn Stars, he loves silver. When people bring in silver, he gets excited.
I've noticed I went to some pawn shops around here and it seemed like they're interested in jewelry, not coins.
So gold, maybe they're more
gold or silver chains or some stuff like that, medallions. They didn't seem to be too interested. Just a few I went to. They didn't seem to have interest in coins, and I went there to actually try to buy some coins, and they were like, "Oh no, we don't do that."
Okay.
I had a few tell me that, "Oh no, we don't deal in that."
Okay.
I don't know if it's because they don't think it's a serious market or they just don't have the expertise to. But I've asked a few times, and
they weren't really.
I went to a few. They were not interested in selling any coins, and believe it or not. The few I went to, they normally directed me toward Allen's.
They say, you got some good stuff here. You want to take it to Westerville? Because we don't mess with this here. And I'm thinking, too, that's probably a kind of a niche market. Not everybody knows anything about coins or precious metals. Most people come into a pawn shop, they're trying to pawn their motorcycle or whatever else to get some quick money. I'd be surprised if a coin collector or a silver collector is going to come in there with some. But then, like I said, on Pawn Stores, there was this young boy. He came in with like $100 and some $1,000. He had a big old silver bar, and then Rick had to do something where he drilled to the middle of it to make sure it was all silver because he said a lot of people counterfeit. But it was, and the boy had said that his dad had made him buy that bar years ago, and he got it for. He didn't pay anywhere near $130,000 he got for it. And he had just said he was so glad that his dad made him do that. So that was huge right there. But that pawn shop is in Las Vegas, so it's on the Strip. So of course they're getting all types of exotic and neat little things coming in there. I could see Columbus pawn shops being like, "Nah, we ain't on that."
Plus, it makes for an interesting show, to say the least.
True and exactly. You just said that. Now hold up. When I am buying silver online, what's up with like PayPal and should I use that?
Well, like I was saying, back, and we're going to touch on that, this all tying to eBay. When you're buying on eBay, stay away from China dealers. I'm sorry, dealers that are coming out of China.
Sounded like Trump.
But
I'm just joking. I'm just messing around.
But the reason why that is, that's where most of the fraud coins tend to come from.
Okay.
China. And unfortunately, it sets a bad name for any dealers out of China. You may be legitimate. Yeah. But that's not a risk I'm willing to take.
I agree. Me either. I agree. I wouldn't do that
I've seen where a few people have bought coins from different dealers out of China only to find out that they bought,
wasn't what they
silver plated.
that is so terrible.
Coins or bars or rounds, and I've actually seen where people actually bought things that'll say that it's silver, and it'll say mils. It'll say like
mils. What's that mean?
Mils. Basically, it's a certain thickness of silver, but the rest of it is not silver. Oh. So stay away from anything if you see that on there. It may say silver mils, MILS. Stay away from it. It's not real silver. Maybe it may be a fine little layer of silver, but they're telling you that mils, letting you know that it's not actually. It's not pure silver.
But you got to know what mils means. I don't know what that means. I could have might have bought one of them coins tomorrow. That's how I'm seeing this show. Mils means it's fake. That's cold comfort when I'd already spent some money on what I thought was some silver coins.
So it may have a little bit of silver covering another alloy, copper or something like that. So stay away from anything that says mills. And also when you're on eBay, you said buying on eBay, to touch on that. Like I said, just look at their history, because most of the time if they're established or they've been around for a while, you can look at their history. And what that is basically, it let you know about any negative or derogatory, negative or positive.
Don't they have reviews like stars?
Yeah, basically, it's like a review. So it may you have a negative, positive, and a neutral.
Yeah.
And what you can do when you buy stuff from people, you can actually write, do a small little
blurb about your experience.
Yeah. So I normally look, and what that helped me do too is also look a little deeper at the person that's selling the coins as well.
Oh yeah.
Because I've seen some individuals that have a great track record, with positive comments about them they're selling, and then they may have a few negatives, and then I'll notice that out of those negatives, somebody may say, didn't receive the right coin. This guy is a ripoff or something like that, because they're upset.
Yeah.
And then, the seller may respond, well, you don't have to buy from me, or something rude.
Yeah.
And when I normally see that, I won't purchase from them.
Yeah.
Because if you have a serious problem, to me, you have to still be professional even on eBay. And I've seen some sellers that had some things I really was interested in purchasing from them. They had a great track record, but the few little negative marks that they got, they were very rude in the way that they responded back to the upset person, because you got to understand they may have been upset. So I don't normally deal with people on the site that have bad attitudes like that. And also buying on eBay, you definitely need to have a PayPal account, because some places you won't even be able to buy without having a PayPal account. Although there are some that take credit cards, you can use your American Express, MasterCard, Visa, and whatnot. Discover. But one of the things that I've found is that to use PayPal is a lot safer.
Okay. Why is that? And I know I've bought other things on the internet, and a lot of times they do say, yes, you need a PayPal account, or that's the best way to do. How does PayPal protect you?
Well, PayPal protects you because that company that you're buying from never actually see your credit card information.
Okay.
So like basically, PayPal is like the go-between. Okay. So basically, you register with PayPal and you register in your credit card, your debit card, or whatever with PayPal. And basically, let's say you make a purchase from a company, or you're buying personally from a seller. They never see any of your credit card information. They just see your PayPal information.
Oh, okay.
And PayPal is great. And I can tell you personally myself, I had a situation where somebody got my PayPal information.
Whoa.
And, they tried to actually use it, but PayPal is they're on it.
Obviously.
They are so on it. So they informed me immediately. And, they froze my account. And
so you didn't lose anything?
I didn't lose anything, because
that's good work from PayPal.
They pay attention to kind of the way you purchase things.
Okay.
So, one moment I'm here in Columbus, Ohio, purchasing something, and then somebody's in California trying to purchase something.
Probably
not
a
few hours later. So they're like, wait a minute, this guy, you call them, for example, and they'll say something like, well, we noticed that you normally in this area, now your account's showing up in Spain.
Yeah, exactly. That raises an eyebrow.
Yeah, so they've been very good with those type of things, and it's just an extra security measure.
Yeah.
I really like PayPal.
Yeah.
So and plus,
I'm especially liking it too.
Yeah, especially when you realize that you can buy something and people are not getting you actually credit card information.
True indeed. Yeah, you got to be careful with that, especially in this days. People are hacking accounts and everything else. So you got to do what you can to protect your information.
So much fraud. So I actually, you can also have your banking accounts as well on your PayPal. So I have my checking account. You just basically add in, the routing number and your account number on PayPal. So I can use I also have that. I also have my debit cards, and I have maybe 3 for my credit cards as well
On PayPal.
Yeah,
you know what? And if you're getting stuff over the internet as you are, that'd be the thing to do too. Tie it right into that to make sure that your information is protected.
Yeah.
So that's good. I was going to go ahead and tell my personal story of being helped out by this man. Now, months ago, if not even maybe a year plus ago, he had said stuff to me about hedging against inflation, and I was collecting silver and showed me a silver collection. I got turned on. I was like, yeah, I got to get some of that. So I ran out here to Allen's Coins, got a bunch of silver. When I called him, he said, Ed, I wish you had called me. We could have did that over the internet. You could have, maximized your money better. But it's good that you did take my advice and do that.
Yeah, and when you was interesting, you purchased silver around that time when silver had dropped, I think, as low as 12 something.
Yeah, I paid
12,
like
13
something for it. Maybe 1364, 1378, something like that.
So yeah, you got it around that time when silver really dropped in price.
Yeah, and see, I had no idea. I just remember he was talking about it, and I was like, hey, I got some extra money. Let me go out here and get some silver. This will probably help. Lo and behold, not too long ago, this is several months, if not maybe a year plus after I did that, got into a bind. I needed $300 or $400. I was between checks, didn't have the money in the bank. I was stressing. I knew I had that silver, but I didn't want to just run over here to like Allen's Coins or something like that. I want to sell it back to the guys I bought it from. I said, let me holler at this guy and see what's up. And what did you say when I called you?
Well, I told you I would be interested, and told you to bring the silver along, but then I also made some phone calls. Called some other guys I know that also hedge.
Yep.
And see if they were interested in buying any silver, because at that point I tried to budget myself, and I said, well, I probably could get a little something from you. So I made some phone calls, and the other people were like, yeah, we're interested.
Yep.
So basically we all met up and looked at what you had to offer, and we purchased everything from you.
Yes, and helped me out immensely. That was something great because think about that. That's an investment that I made maybe a year and a half ago.
Plus, how much was silver? Silver went back to almost $20 an ounce.
Yeah, now
it was like, yeah. So you made,
so I made some money on that.
And you actually made a nice profit in return.
Yeah.
So that was awesome in itself.
It was huge, and I never could have did that with a bank. There's no way I could have turned that money around like that in a bank.
Yeah, that's one of the things I'll say, that if you are watching this video and you have friends and you have family that may be interested, one of the first things that I tell you, maybe you guys should start some type of silver club. Purchase silver together, do some things, encourage your family members or close friends to buy. And then you'll never know that sometimes things happen in life, like they say, life comes at you fast.
Exactly.
So you never know what might happen. And, you may be able to call someone up. So basically, when he called me, one of the things we also did, we called different dealers and see what price what they would give him for the silver. So, I told him we were willing to go at spot price for it, which the company, if he was selling it to them, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't be able to do it. Like they need to make a profit, but selling to us, we're not out to make a profit, from one another. So that's something, if you have friends, you guys should really think about doing something like that, because you guys can help one another out. Yeah. And another thing, what I said, Silver Club, like I mentioned, all the different places you can buy silver and buy precious metals from, not just silver, but gold, platinum, and palladium. These places, some of them have great deals, and one of the ways you can save money as well when you're purchasing is by buying at least about $100 worth. Yeah. Because a lot of the companies now, what they do, if you buy at least $100, they give you free shipping. Okay. So that's cool. AFMEX orders that $99. Back to what I was saying about JM Bullion. Remember I told you that they kind of have some requirements online. When you buy from JM Bullion online, you have to buy at least $100. Okay. That's the lowest you can buy is $100. Yeah, there's a $100 minimum. Yeah. But the shipping's free. Modern Coin Mart. This is what's cool about Modern Coin Mart. Like I said, this is for those people who may just want to buy like an ounce of gold here and there. Modern Coin Mart will ship any of it for free. Cool. So let's say you want to buy one coin, but the difference is you may pay a little bit more for that coin at Modern Coin Mart. But let's say you just a person, you say, I just want to buy coins here and there, or I like this coin, I want to buy it. I don't want to spend $100. This coin, they want $24 for it, $25, $30. I really like this coin, I want to buy it. You can buy it, and that's what you're going to pay for it. But also remember, when you're buying online or you buying from any of these companies, they have what's known as maybe a check or wire price, money order price, and they have what's called their the price that you will pay using a credit card.
Oh, okay.
So,
so the check or money order price is probably a little higher, isn't it?
no, it's cheaper actually.
Is it really?
No, that would be cheaper because you know
Wow.
you gotta understand, when you use a credit card, they're also charged for it.
Okay.
So some of them may put as much as a 2%, 3% markup on the coin.
Okay.
To cover that. So
See, with all this stuff, it's worth your while to be at least spending $100 anyway if you're gonna go buy some stuff.
yeah, and sometimes when you buy certain things, you can get a discount. Like me and a guy, a good friend of mine, and you know him as well. We had made a purchase. We made a pretty decent sized purchase, and we actually, because we bought so much, we actually got a nice discount.
Cool. Yeah. And see, that's the thing too. You don't want to keep this information to yourself. Talk to your friends, talk to your family members, see if you have people who are interested in doing it. Because like we just said, it doesn't take a lot. You could think you could go out buy $100 worth of silver. Your buddy could go buy $100 worth of silver. Your other friend could buy $100 worth of silver. Just hold on to it, because somebody's going to get into a bind and need a few dollars in a minute.
Right, or pull your resource together. Let's say you're going to spend $50 and your buddy, he wants to buy something, but he doesn't want to spend $100. Bring your money together.
True indeed. Yes.
By he spend his $50, you spend your $50. You guys both get free shipping. He get his product, and you get your product.
Yeah.
You know, learn to work together like that, and you can save money that way as well. So it's kind of like coming together, like I said, like a silver club. You can do this no matter where you at in the United States. You know, you can do it outside of the United States because there's plenty of foreign dealers as well out there in other countries that are selling precious metals. So you definitely want to make sure that you get together with those people that are like-minded and make something happen.
Oh yeah, and it's easy to do, and ain't nothing to it but to do it. For those who can't dance, you clap your hands to it. You know what I'm saying? So,
So
here it is.
So yeah, so just, you know, with these dealers, we just wanted to touch on the dealers. It's nothing to go too deep about. It's just basically just giving you some information about the dealers, and like I said, at the end of this video, during the credits, I'm going to put all the information that you need about the proper spelling of the names and maybe some numbers. But most of the time, you can do these purchases online.
Yeah.
It's not a problem. You need to set yourself up a PayPal account. If you don't have a checking account or a savings account, you can
PayPal is free, isn't it? You can just go there and
register
with them.
it's free to register. The only time they normally charge you is if you're selling.
That makes sense.
But as far as you using your to buy things,
stuff,
you're not charged anything.
Cool.
It's a great way to keep your information more private, so you're not sharing it between this person and that person. You rather have it just shared with PayPal, and it's not shared with all those other people you buy from. So that's one thing. But if you're not interested in PayPal, you can use, a lot of them allow you to use credit cards as well. You can call them, you can ask them. And when you're buying online, understand that if you buy from, let's say you have AFMEX and you have, they have an eBay store as well, okay? Bullion Exchanges has an eBay store as well. Now, what these eBay stores will do, they will let you buy. Let's say you want to buy under that amount. It's fine. You can buy under that amount, but you're going to pay more for the coin. That's normally the trick.
Yeah.
You know, that you're going to pay more. So let's say you buy this coin from AFMEX and it's $25. If you buy 3 more of them, that's free shipping.
Oh, okay.
You buy that at the credit card price, not the wire price, but the credit card price. $100.
Yeah.
But if you go to just the AFMEX at eBay store, that same coin may be $30.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
But you're paying the price.
They're gonna make sure they make their money. So.
Yeah. So but it would still be cheaper than actually buying it. Let's say on their main site.
Okay.
And then paying a higher price for the shipping. So it's just a case. Go to these sites and look at the prices. You have to spend the minimum price. You have to spend for free shipping, and get with friends, family, whoever, and learn to capitalize on that. Because remember, you're in this to save as much money as possible.
True indeed. So, but this stuff, like my man was saying, research. Google. Get some information. Definitely help you make some money. Help you save some money.
So. We just want to close out here just to remind everybody, knowledge is power, first and foremost. Share this information. because a community or individual does much better when we share information with them.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what we're here to do, is share information with those who don't know, to make sure that they're better informed about things that are going on with the precious metals around them at this point in time, so that they can start now, so that they can have more in the future.
Oh, yeah.
So once again, this is Urban Hedgers.
Yeah.
I'm Intalecrek.
I'm Fizz Ed, and you know what it is. We'll see you next time.
Peace.